Hello, and a very warm welcome. It's a genuine pleasure to have you join me today as we explore a rather fascinating aspect of garden creation. A garden is more than just a collection of plants. It's a three-dimensional space, a living tapestry that changes with the seasons. One of the most effective ways to add that crucial third dimension is through the thoughtful inclusion of plants that reach for the sky. Tall perennials play an indispensable role in this. They are the backbone of many a successful border, drawing the eye upwards and creating layers of interest. They can screen unsightly views, define spaces within the garden, or simply stand as magnificent specimens in their own right. Today, I want to share with you some of my absolute favorites, plants that I believe are essential for anyone looking to achieve that wonderful sense of height and drama. We'll be looking at 7 tall perennials that add layer and structure to your garden. I hope you'll find some inspiration here for your own green spaces, no matter their size. The delphinium. If ever there was a plant that epitomized the grandeur of the summer border, it must surely be this one. Its towering spires of bloom, often in the most astonishing shades of blue, are simply breathtaking. They are the royalty of the herbaceous border, demanding attention and admiration. These are plants that truly command presence. Their height, often reaching 5, 6, or even 7 feet, makes them natural focal points. The individual florets, sometimes with a contrasting B or I at the center, are intricately beautiful. Delphiniums thrive in a sunny spot, sheltered from strong winds if possible. The soil needs to be rich, well-drained, and moisture-retentive. Adding plenty of well-rotted compost or manure before planting will give them the best possible start. Staking is non-negotiable for most varieties, especially in more exposed gardens. Slugs and snails find young delphinium shoots irresistible, so vigilance is key in early spring. After the first flush of flowers has faded, cutting the main flower spike down to a healthy side shoot can often encourage a second display. Feed them with a liquid fertilizer after this first cut to give them a boost. In terms of design, delphiniums are superb at the back of a border, creating a dramatic backdrop for shorter perennials and roses. Their strong vertical lines contrast beautifully with more rounded or feathery forms. Imagine them rising behind a cloud of Alchemilla mollis, or alongside the stately forms of verbascum. They are, without doubt, a cornerstone of the classic cottage garden style, equally at home in more contemporary designs that call for bold architectural statements. The delphinium. If ever there was a plant that epitomized the grandeur of the summer border, it must surely be this one. Its towering spires of bloom, often in the most astonishing shades of blue, are simply breathtaking. They are the royalty of the herbaceous border, demanding attention and admiration. These are plants that truly command presence. Their height, often reaching 5, 6, or even 7 feet, makes them natural focal points. The individual florets, sometimes with a contrasting B or I at the center, are intricately beautiful. Delphiniums thrive in a sunny spot, sheltered from strong winds if possible. The soil needs to be rich, well-drained, and moisture-retentive. Adding plenty of well-rotted compost or manure before planting will give them the best possible start. Staking is non-negotiable for most varieties, especially in more exposed gardens. Slugs and snails find young delphinium shoots irresistible, so vigilance is key in early spring. After the first flush of flowers has faded, cutting the main flower spike down to a healthy side shoot can often encourage a second display. Feed them with a liquid fertilizer after this first cut to give them a boost. In terms of design, delphiniums are superb at the back of a border, creating a dramatic backdrop for shorter perennials and roses. Their strong vertical lines contrast beautifully with more rounded or feathery forms. Imagine them rising behind a cloud of Alchemilla mollis, or alongside the stately forms of verbascum. They are, without doubt, a cornerstone of the classic cottage garden style, equally at home in more contemporary designs that call for bold architectural statements. The hollyhock, Alcea rosea, is another quintessential plant for adding height and a certain old-world charm to the garden. Their tall, stately spires, adorned with large, open-faced flowers, bring a simple yet profound beauty to any planting scheme. Hollyhocks can easily reach heights of 6 to 8 feet, making them perfect for the back of a border or as a statement plant against a sunny wall or fence. The flowers come in a delightful array of colors, from deep maroons and rich reds to soft pinks, sunny yellows, and pure whites. Hollyhocks are generally quite easy to grow. They are typically biennials or short-lived perennials, meaning they'll often flower in their second year from sowing. They self-seed readily, often with charming abandon, so once you have them established, you're likely to have a continuous display. They prefer a position in full sun and well-drained soil enriched with organic matter. One of the challenges with hollyhocks can be rust, a fungal disease that causes orange or brown pustules on the undersides of the leaves. Good air circulation is key to minimizing rust, so avoid overcrowding them. Their height makes them invaluable for creating a sense of depth and for screening. They work wonderfully well with other tall perennials, such as delphiniums or verbascums. Their simple, open flowers are also attractive to bees and butterflies, adding another layer of life and movement to the garden. Now let's turn our attention to a rather magnificent North American native, Eupatorium purpureum, or Joe Pye weed. This is a plant that truly embodies late summer and early autumn splendor. It's a robust, statuesque perennial that brings a wonderful sense of scale and a touch of wildness to the garden. Joe Pye weed is notable for its impressive height, often reaching 5 to 7 feet. It forms substantial clumps topped with enormous domed clusters of tiny, fluffy, mauve-pink flowers. These flower heads can be a foot or more across, creating a truly spectacular display from midsummer right through into the autumn. The vanilla-scented blooms are simply irresistible to butterflies, bees, and other beneficial insects. This is a plant that enjoys moisture, so it's an excellent choice for the back of a border that tends to stay damp. Full sun or light partial shade is preferred. Too much shade can lead to weaker stems and fewer flowers. Once established, it's a remarkably low-maintenance plant, generally untroubled by pests or diseases. Its sturdy stems mean that staking is rarely required. In terms of garden design, Joe Pye weed is a superb structural plant. Its height and bold form make it an excellent anchor at the back of a large border. It's a real workhorse and a beautiful one at that. Russian sage, or Perovskia atroplicifolia, brings a wonderful, hazy, ethereal presence to the garden. It's not about solid, imposing structure, but rather about creating a soft, shimmering veil of silvery foliage and lavender blue flowers. The beauty of Russian sage lies in its finely dissected, aromatic, silvery gray foliage. From midsummer until the first frosts, it produces long, airy panicles of small, tubular, lavender blue flowers. This is a sun-loving perennial, absolutely demanding a position in full sun to perform at its best. It's incredibly drought-tolerant once established, making it an excellent choice for dry, sunny borders. It thrives in well-drained soil, even poor, chalky, or sandy soils. Planting Russian sage is best done in spring or early summer. Once planted, it requires very little care. The main pruning task for Russian sage comes in early spring. Cut the previous year's stems back hard to about 6 inches or a foot from the ground. In the garden, Russian sage works beautifully as a companion to other sun-loving, drought-tolerant plants. A drift of Russian sage can look absolutely stunning, creating a shimmering haze of blue that seems to float above its neighbors. It's a plant that offers so much for relatively little effort. Ornamental grasses: movement, texture, and light. When we talk about tall perennials, we must include the ornamental grasses. They bring an entirely different dimension to garden design: movement, texture, sound, and a wonderful ability to catch the light. There's an incredible diversity among ornamental grasses, from the towering plumes of miscanthus to the more delicate forms of stipa. Many varieties offer significant height, making them perfect for adding vertical accents. What I particularly love about grasses is their year-round interest. In spring, the fresh new growth emerges, often in vibrant greens or blues. Summer brings the development of their flower heads. Then, as autumn arrives, many grasses transform, taking on glorious hues of gold, russet, orange, and bronze. Most ornamental grasses thrive in full sun and well-drained soil. Once established, many are remarkably drought-tolerant and low-maintenance. In garden design, ornamental grasses are incredibly versatile. They can be used as specimen plants, their individual forms making a strong statement. They are superb in mixed borders, where their fine texture and upright habit contrast beautifully with the bolder leaves and rounded forms of flowering perennials. They truly are plants for all seasons. Foxglove, the woodland charmer with vertical grace. The foxglove digitalis purpurea is a plant that holds a special place in many gardeners' hearts. There's a certain enchantment about its tall, tapering spires of bell-shaped flowers. Foxgloves are typically biennials, meaning they complete their life cycle over 2 years. In the first year, they form a rosette of large, downy leaves. In the second year, they send up their impressive flower spikes, which can reach heights of 3 to 5 feet. Foxgloves prefer a moist, well-drained soil that is rich in organic matter. They will grow in full sun, partial shade, or even quite deep shade. Their strong vertical form makes them invaluable for adding height and structure to informal or cottage-style borders. It's important to remember that all parts of the foxglove plant are poisonous if ingested. Their presence always adds a touch of magic. Giant allium architectural spheres of drama. Finally, we come to the giant alliums, those magnificent ornamental onions that bring a real sense of drama and architectural flair to the garden. With their enormous spherical flower heads held aloft on tall leafless stems, they are like living sculptures. Varieties like Allium globemaster or Allium christophii produce flower heads that can be 6, 8, even 12 inches across. Giant alliums thrive in a sunny position with well-drained soil. Good drainage is crucial, as the bulbs are prone to rotting in wet, heavy conditions. Planting allium bulbs is best done in the autumn. Plant them at a depth of about 3 to 4 times the height of the bulb. One of the great advantages of alliums is that deer, rabbits, and rodents generally leave them alone. In terms of garden design, giant alliums are incredibly versatile. Their strong, graphic shapes provide a wonderful contrast to softer, more feathery plants. Even after the flowers have faded, the seed heads of many giant alliums remain highly ornamental. Consider varieties like Purple Sensation for an early, vibrant purple, or Globemaster for its enormous, long-lasting heads. They are a testament to the power of form in the garden. Weaving height into your horticultural tapestry. So, there we have it. 7 magnificent tall perennials, each with its own unique character and charm, ready to bring new dimensions to your garden. Incorporating height isn't just about making things taller, it's about creating layers, structure, and a sense of journey. These plants draw the eye upwards, provide essential backdrops, and can transform a flat space into a dynamic 3-dimensional tapestry. I truly hope this exploration has sparked some ideas and perhaps encouraged you to experiment with some of these splendid plants in your own patch. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please do give it a like and perhaps leave a comment below. Until next time, happy gardening!